welcome to the Reaper Podcast. Today is August the 15th, Tuesday, 2017. I am your host, the Reaper, John Reaper. Well, let's go with John Reaper. I like that. It's 5 o'clock. And welcome. We're going to stay in the realm. We're going to do things a lot of differently this time. I do have a special guest that was on here before, but you guys are going to re-meet him. And it's going to be so awesome. We're going to stay in the element of horror. I think it's a perfectly right time. It's not exactly Halloween yet. It's still August. We got September and then October to go through until Halloween time. But I do believe, we'll still talk about it like when it comes close. But I do believe, since this horror movie's coming out early, and I do believe, or the previews and all that, I do believe it's about time to talk about it. And about the series, movies, video games, you name it. We're still going to talk about Death Stranding and Metal Gear and PT because they have horror concepts built within them. So we're going to talk about that and a lot of other stuff. So it's been an amazing time. I love horror movies. I was growing up with it ever since I was like 1, I do believe. My mother had me watching horror movies. One movie I wish she didn't have me watch was Arachnophobia. I fucking hate spiders. I hate them. I have a fear. It's like I have a fear of them. Like, I'm not going to sit there and jump and go, and scream like a girl. But I have this general fear. And I fucking hate that. And it's like I got to kill them all or whatever. Around the doorway, I have, Raid spray, which kills spiders too. And I made it a barrier to where anything that comes in this room within minutes just dies. You know, so it's like a death hallway type deal. But we're going to be talking about that. We're going to be talking about a lot of stuff, horror concepts. Nico is going to be joining us with the special guest. So you're going to re-meet him. I did not know anything about this guy other than I thought he was like just a Metal Gear enthusiast. But no, he is something way more than what I thought. So guys and gals, stay tuned because we're going to come back and we're going to come. Yeah. So I'm trying to do this different format. Sorry about that, tongue-tied. The different format is, in the beginning, of course, you can hear audio from me. I might do audio still, like throughout the whole episode or whatever. But if I have other people, interviews or whatnot, I'm actually going to do video from now on. So that way you guys can see us and get the general idea of what's going on. So, yeah. Thank you guys so much for sticking with me. I have over 100 subscribers now. So, thank you guys. It's growing every so often. So, I'm like, all right, I'm not used to the growing. I'm used to the dipping, where it fucking just dips. And I'm not used to that. So, thank you guys so much for subscribing and listening. And yeah, we'll continue. We'll take a quick, short break. There's no commercials, just a quick break. And we'll be right back. So stay tuned. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Reaper Podcast. Unfortunately, we don't have the special guest, but maybe next time. But we're going to keep it all in horror on this podcast, as I said. Now, as I talked about, that I've seen Annabelle Creation. Annabelle Creation was fucked up. And I mean, dude, holy shit! This makes up for Annabelle the movie. It was, I can't give shit away, but pretty much the origins of how Annabelle the doll and all this shit came to be. And it had pretty good actors. It had the one that played the sister in Doom. She was in it. Another actor was in it, and the chick from Men in Black 2.
Oh, the chick from Twin Peaks.
The brown chick.
Okay, yeah. I know. I thought you were talking about Sarah Flynn Boyle from Twin Peaks.
No, she was supposed to be.
By the way, guys, I'm back.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, I just show up. I'm not saying anything. I'm not like introducing myself. I'm just gonna like start talking like I've been here the entire time. Like I haven't been anywhere, guys. I've just been sitting here silently all these podcasts.
He's been away. I've been trying to figure out stuff or whatnot. Oh, you would not believe the deal I have. I've actually been using shit.
You're gonna pull out like a fucking sponsorship here at this point. You're like, I've used Dollar Shave Club.
Actually, like, I thought about doing that, but
I don't get it. I just did a razor that's just like one of those electrical razors.
Well, you get like a razor, and then like it's like $3. I mean, the razors I buy for mine. The blades I buy for my razor it was like $15 for a pack.
Shit.
And the Dollar Shave Club, they give you a fucking razor for free and blades. And then every month, they'll send you blades that are $3. That's all they fucking cost, $3.
Are we actually sponsored by them right now?
No, but I've looked it up. But I bought this, I was using a hard drive, portable hard drive, to transfer my files from my studio to my laptop so I can work on them. And I was like, fuck this, man, because I'm going to lose all my shit if that thing breaks because I've been using it so much. So I bought a USB drive. Okay, 32 megabytes. Waterproof, dirt-proof. And it's got this little keychain hook thing. Just throw it out there. Guess how much? I mean, it's all metal too. Dirt proof, shock proof, magnetized proof. How much do you think it actually cost me?
I would think $30.
Retail is $50.
I was off by 2, but you know.
Got it for $6.
Shit.
Off of Amazon.
That is nice.
And I actually bought a second one. And then
that's badass.
After I did that, boom, I went up to 15. I'm like, good thing I bought the second one.
Here's a fun story. And it doesn't really have to do with, it does have to do with purchasing, but nothing to do with Amazon. But I once got the game Contagion for the full price of $19 on Steam. And the next day, it was like $12 on the Steam sale.
Damn.
God fucking damn it. Because I just thrown away like $20 on a game that I could have waited a day to buy, you know, like $12.
There was a game on Steam that I want to actually try to get. I can't remember what it's called. I forgot. But it actually has Jennifer Howe and David Hayter.
Shit.
And it's supposed to be a good game. It's on Steam.
Is it like that Killer is Dead or whatever?
I don't know. I think it's either Lone Dark or something like that.
Yeah. Okay, so can I get Can I get into my topic? This is, I guess, this'll. I saw this and I shit bricks, and I was like, okay, if I say this, I was gonna say it to John here, or Reaper. I was gonna say it to Reaper, and then I stopped, and I was like, no, I'm gonna wait for him.
Hang on.
To hear.
You can call me John because my whole thing is John Reaper now.
John Reaper? Okay, I didn't know. Because before you get mad at me if I said John.
No, I changed it because like other people use it, and I'm like, I don't want to be known as Reaper. Just call me John Reaper, you know.
John Reaper. Okay, so like, I don't know. I saw this and I was like, I want to hear his reaction on recording. I want to hear him, lose his shit. Oh
no. You're not gonna break me like you guys did last time.
Yeah, I am. So, I mean, anyone ever has seen South Park.
Yeah.
Today marks the 20-year anniversary of South Park's creation. South Park is now 20 years old.
Okay.
I know, it's fucking crazy, and they're still going. So I saw this South Park posted.
Wait, that was it?
Yeah, that was it.
Fuck, I was waiting for like horrible fucking monstrosity.
Oh yeah, and then
shit.
a bunch of people got fucking hit by a car yesterday at a fucking rally or something.
I saw.
I wasn't paying attention.
one is actually dead, and I think there are 23 injured.
Last I saw was one dead, 19 injured or something. Well, that's a fun topic. No, 20 years of South Park. That's fucking crazy. Yeah, but yeah, South Park posted today. Happy birthday, South Park. 20 years ago today, Cartman gets an anal probe aired on Comedy Central for the first time.
Do you want me to break you even further?
What?
It's actually The Simpsons' 30th anniversary.
That's not surprising. They will go into the 100th anniversary. 100 years of The Simpsons, if they can. You know what I mean?
Dude,
all the voice actors are going to be dead.
Probably. I mean, the one that does Bart Simpson is active. You know, she fucking runs around. Have you seen videos of her surprising people? It's hilarious. She'll walk up to like a teenager or whatever and shake his hand, and she'll, do you even know who I am? And he's like, no. She goes, well, put it there, man. 10-year-old kid from Springfield Elementary. And he'll shake her hand going, what? And she'll do it again. I'm from Springfield Elementary, man. My name's Bart Simpson. All of a sudden I go, what? Holy crap. She goes, yeah, I know. Dude, it's badass. You gotta look that up. I can't remember her name. But yeah, 30 years, 20 years of South Park, or 25 or whatever you said. 30 years.
We're not 25 yet.
30 years of Metal Gear. We're getting old, man. Or I'm getting old, at least. I'm getting old. I'm almost 30.
I feel old. Because, like, shit that I used to watch and whatnot is old now. Like, I'll be scrolling through it. Hey, I remember that show. It's a good 10 years old now. What the fuck?
Well, like, fucking horror movies, dude. Like, I'd be, like, watching them, and then, of course, I was like, man, I miss that era. And it's like, it's been several years. It's like, what? What? There was, like, a TV series or whatever, or a show or movie or whatever, and they're like, it's been, or Mortal Kombat has 25 years, the original Mortal Kombat. And I saw that and I'm like, what? It feels like it's been years since that came out.
Yeah, and something like the Powerpuff Girls, something I grew up with, that was aired in 1998, so that's like 19 years old now.
Okay, let me ask you a question. I don't know if it's for you, but when you like all the other cartoons are, you know, fucking junk or gone or whatever, and Powerpuff Girls came on back in the day, did you ever like felt like guilty watching it? Like I'm
Oh no. Here's how here's how it used to go in my house. My parents were huge into the show because my mom's sister introduced her to it. She's like, "Hey, you gotta check out this show on Cartoon Network. It's really funny." And so, because my aunt is like huge into like the weird psychedelic, you know, crazy kind of weird stuff, and so she was like, "Go check this show out. It's really funny." So they started watching it, and they're like, "This shit's funny." So they started like. You know, like showing it to me when I was younger, and they would, you know, I would see episodes like when they were airing, like when Cartoon Friday was still a thing.
yeah,
You know, Cartoon Friday. Man, that was fucking awesome. And it sucks when I find someone and I think that they know it and then they don't. I'm like, I start humming the theme to Cartoon Friday, and then they're like, "What is that?" And I'm like, "Oh, it's my childhood. That's what it is."
well, like it sucks because it's my childhood, but I can't watch Toonami anymore because, you know, it's fucking so late. But like I want to watch it, you know, and that was part of my childhood. I fucking loved Toonami. Toonami was, you know, fucking watch it at 12, fucking stay up all the way to fucking 5 o'clock in the morning, you know, watching anime, and that was the shit. Even if like that night, I mean, they rerun it, they'll show it a second time, and even though I've seen it already, I'm like, fuck it, I'll watch it again. You know?
Yeah.
That was my childhood, is anime, you know, any chance I get. Samurai Jack, what was it? Of course, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh yeah.
Which I did a video a while back, how I believe Yu-Gi-Oh is gonna become like Dragon Ball Super. You know how Dragon Ball Z went into GT and all that fucking nonsense, and then the original creator was like, "Fuck this! I'm coming back, and I'm dialing it back all the way to where the first where it ended, Dragon Ball Z ended." And so he done that, and with Yu-Gi-Oh, it's been sucky. So fucking, it sucks. The new ones suck. Okay? And it seems like they came out with a new movie called Dark Side Dimensions, which was just after fucking the original season ended. The original Yu-Gi-Oh ended. It was just after that, and it was a movie, and it was a badass fucking movie. And,
Oh yeah.
And I was like,
What do you think? I'm very curious to see. What do you think about these spin-off series?
in general,
Like Zexal and the GI.
okay, GX, I liked
Or
it.
GX.
GX, I liked it because that was the first spinoff, and it kind of arced back to the original. You know,
Yeah.
it's like whenever you want to spin off, you want to arc it back to the original. You want to bring in some cameos, some shit, and not to mention the guy who voices Goku is in it. I mean, how can you not like it? You know. So after that, I mean, what sucks is they cut it off of the English version. Like, it actually just fucking cuts off. But the main guy actually goes back in time to the original arc and battles Yugi. You know, and then he goes back. You know, he loses, but he goes back, you know, to his original time. But there was that. And then there was 5DS, which apparently you duel on bikes.
Shit.
No, you're on fucking bikes on auto mode. Okay, auto. Okay? And you're dueling on bikes. The fuck? Okay? The fuck? You know, I
Sounds
watched.
awesome.
It's kind of awesome, but then it fucking, it's like, okay, we kind of get it, you know, woohoo, and it's always, you know, of course Yugi has his It's Time to Duel, which is like Okay, we get that, but every time the main character goes to do it, he's like, "Time to rev it up," and it's like, that's gay, dude. Don't ever say that. Don't. And he does it constantly. I mean, he can fucking have 3 duels in one fucking episode, and he says it every single fucking time. Even when he's not dueling, he says it. He'll get on the bike and, "Time to rev it up," and it's like, motherfucker, shut up. You know.
Rev it up! Woo!
Yeah, it's like Sonic. Gotta go fast, you know.
Alright, so what did you think about Zexal?
I watched 1 episode of it, never again.
Ooh!
Okay,
now that's another thing. You watch the dub.
Yeah, I watched
the dub. Makes me want to kill myself. It's that kid screaming. Anytime he opens his mouth, he sounds just like you want to rip your fucking head off. But the Japanese, like the sub, it's way more entertaining. It's like, it's actually like, it's pretty decent.
Well, like, with me, I fucking hate because, like, if I want to eat or do something or whatever, or, you know, pay attention to something else, I can't fucking read subtitles and then, like, you know, eat, or my wife, you know, talking to me and I gotta pay attention. Because if not, I'm gonna miss what the fuck happened here, I'm gonna miss something else, or miss my mouth. You know, oh, that sounded wrong. But yeah, I mean, that's why I like the dub. I couldn't stand, not because of the acting, okay? Not because of the acting. I can't stand how Zexal was. Couldn't fucking
I kind of like that. I kind of like that idea. It's like the futuristic kind of thing. And, you know, then there's a whole plot about that guy who would, like, follow him around or whatever, and he's trying to figure out his fucking destiny or something.
Well, I don't like it because they took away the dual idea. The dual idea was, you know, augmented reality. Not augmented reality, but holograms. You know what I mean? Just fucking...
Yeah, I kind of like that.
But Zexal has augmented reality. You gotta wear these fucking goofy looking fucking things. And then
they had those I think it was a wristband or whatever the fuck. That was kind of cool. I kind of like that idea.
It was okay. It's sleek and yeah, I get it. But it's so fucking just
so it kind of, you know what it kind of reminded me of? Kind of reminded me of like fucking Pokemon almost, you know?
Sorry, I had to step away a minute.
I was like, what the fuck? I said, it reminds me of Pokemon. Silence. I was like, boy, did you just leave because I said that?
Okay, and, not really. Like, Pokemon, I don't understand this, okay? How in the fuck is Pokemon still on? And how in the fuck is Ash still fucking 10 years old?
I thought it was black and white now. You know, Michael Jackson shows up. He's the new guy. Instead of Ash, it's fucking Michael Jackson, and he's like, hey, I gotta catch a ball.
No, it's like it doesn't make sense. It's been years now. Fucking years. And he's still a fucking kid. How? I don't understand it. Of course, you know, Reddit people figured that out. He met this legendary Pokemon that grants people their special wishes or desire or whatever. He desires to stay young and still do the journey forever. So, yeah, that was explained in a Reddit, but I don't know if it's true. But anyway, Zexal. Okay, with Zexal, I watched the first episode and I fucking hated it so much. Like, I wanted to contact whoever created the series and say, you need whoever came up with that fucking idea to go over there and shit in their mouth and tell them to get the fuck out.
Because
And then, of course, they make another one, which I was like, oh, another spin-off. Okay, well, let's give this a try. Nope, one episode, it's total shit. I didn't even get through that episode. I got like not even halfway, and I was like, nope, 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 nope. Fuck this, man. And then, of course, when they came out with Yu-Gi-Oh! Dark Side Dimensions movie, which brought back the original cast, the original voice actors, I was like going, fucking A! You know. And they actually released some of the promotional cards, which I am guilty. I got some. I still collect them, you know. I've got, you know, the Egyptian God cards. What was it? You know, Dark Magician, Blue Eyes, all that shit. All that good jazz. I got them. I keep them locked away because I have a feeling they're going to end Yu-Gi-Oh! If they don't do it the way Dragon Ball Super does. But I got a feeling they're going to end it because it's just... I don't know. I don't see how... I mean, I understand how you get into it. You know, it's like futuristic. And it's a cool aspect. But diehard fans like us hate that.
Oh, yeah.
We hate the characters because they're not developed well. You know, they're not really... They're trying to redo Yugi in different ways. And you could tell it by the hair. You could tell it by the... You know, he's... You know, every character they come out with, he's a loner, just like Yugi. He's got friends, but they're better than him in social quality. And so he's like an outcast. And he's trying to find his place in the world. Which every single fucking character has that. Every single time they try to reinvent the wheel. Which it shouldn't be reinvented. Which I think that's why Pokemon is doing so fucking fantastic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of times where Ash left the scene and then there was a new person, but then Ash comes back, you know. And it's like, I get that aspect, you know, Ash has to go away for a while, and then you get this new people, and then when the ratings kind of dip, it's like, we'll bring Ash back, and then the ratings fucking skyrocket, you know what I mean? I understand that aspect, but Yu-Gi-Oh!, those guys gotta be fired or something.
Yeah.
You know? But I did like the movie, and I wish they would continue it from there because there's a lot of unanswered questions that happen, you know. And the timeline's confusing the way they're fucking doing the spin-offs. I fucking hate it. It's like Zelda, you know. You're trying to fucking figure out the timeline. But let's go back to Annabelle.
Okay.
Because you have to watch it, dude. You got to. It's a must-have watch. And also Saul is coming back.
Oh, what?
Yeah, Saul.
Better Call Saul?
No, like Saul, you know, the traps and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Jigsaw.
I thought it was... Oh, Saw. I thought you said Saul.
No, Saul. You know, sorry, Saul. You know,
God damn that Hoosier accent.
Hey. Don't make me come down there, boy. I'll get some twang and twang you up, boy. But anyway, yeah, Jigsaw's coming back.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. That's awesome.
Okay, what's fucked up is the last one, Saul 7.
Didn't they say it was the final one?
Was the final one, and guess who is actually in that one?
Who? David Hayter!
No, they actually passed away recently.
Oh, shit. John Hurt?
Nope. He's the lead singer of a band.
Oh no, Linkin Park?
Yep.
Holy shit.
And he actually dies in that.
Yeah, so that was interesting though when he passed away. It was so surprising, you know. I was like, holy shit.
Not really. If you looked in the lyrics, every single lyrics talks about dying killing themselves, stuff like that. He actually come out and said that when he was young, he was molested by a male, older male, and he actually has been trying to kill himself, and he stopped. So it's not surprising. Like, it was surprising to me, but then when I looked into it, I'm like, well, it was kind of obvious. And not to mention, I don't know if it was hacked. Nothing has been said about it. But before that, the day before, his wife actually came on there and tweeted, I don't know if it was a hack, but tweeted that she has been cheating on him with the other singer of Linkin Park. And that that he needs to just kill himself. No one cares. And then after that, he kills himself, and then she deletes the tweets.
Holy fuck.
And then the fucking weird... Okay, if it was a hack, don't you think somebody would have came out, like her or him, and said, my account was hacked? They have not done that.
No, there's no way it's a hack.
So, I mean...
That's shit, man.
And he had 6 kids, too.
Fuck me. Fuck me.
I mean... Oh, and also one of the tweets she sent out was she didn't care about him, she married him for the money.
What a cunt.
So, I mean, like, if it was a hack, you would think they would come out and officially said it was hacked. You know, like, hey, my account was hacked. You know, but nothing, dude. It's like it's been swept under the rug. I have not even watched.
Fuck that.
So I think it's true. I think it's true. I mean, I hate talking about it because, you know...
If that's true, if that's fucking true, then fuck her, dude.
Yeah, I mean, fuck that. And you know that, you know, he dies and how she gets however much money, all this shit. Yeah, because I doubt it his kids are old enough. So it was just... Yeah. It's depression. The power of depression can bring you fucking down so much.
I saw a lot of tweets, and actually, hold on, there was, Sky Williams did a great tweet, well, let me see, I'll find the tweet, but, yeah, okay, so, I had a couple other topics, I do have a good story, because, so, me and John Reaper here, we were talking about, we were talking about some spooky stories the other day.
Oh, yeah. We were, well, not stories, but, like, personal
experiences, yeah.
With the unknown. But before then, I'm actually going to just bring it out there, because I'm actually going to shock Nico about this. Do you remember a game that's coming out called V-Sedge?
No.
By Sad Square that kind of looks like PT.
The only one I remember that looks like PT is that game that's called,
Allison Road.
What?
Allison Road?
Yeah, Allison Road, yeah.
Well, it's kind of like that, but it's fucked up. You're gonna shit yourself. Remember, Old Gray Bush, he's now the preacher?
Yeah.
Did you know he was the guy who worked on the soundtrack of that game?
Oh, shit.
Yes, he is the actual official person that worked on the soundtrack off of V-Sedge. Which is
That's awesome.
PT-esque horror game made by Sad Square. Check them out. I was going to have him on to talk about it too, but apparently he's gone for a while.
Yo, that's awesome though. I found the quote, I found the tweet, by the way.
Go ahead and say it.
Sky Williams, fucking one of my favorite YouTubers. Dude's fucking hilarious. And he's also really just fucking jaded and kind of twisted, so he really doesn't hold back when he, like, you know, when he has something on his mind, you know?
Yeah.
So, he tweeted, let me see if he has all of them in one. He said, depression is real, genuine, deadly disorder. Trivializing trivializing the disease is just as dangerous as misdiagnosing yourself/others. Be careful. Depression isn't a fad or a phase. It brings even the strongest to their knees. It's a difficult battle. But you don't have to fight it alone. And then the last thing he said was, we need to stop ridiculing people for being weak. It's not shameful to seek help It's not shameful to seek/help support. We got you. Just let us know. We're here.
Damn. Yeah, I mean, he hit the nail right on the head, too. I mean, it's a lot of people, okay, the way it is back then was like, it wasn't depression, and, you know, if you talk about your feelings to another guy, or if you talk about your feelings at all, you're a pussy, or it's just a woman thing, and, you know, it's unraveling now to where, you know, like with me, I can't talk to my mom because she's miles away. My dad is like one of those, you talk to your feelings, you're a pussy. You know what I mean? And it is hard, you know, and then you don't want to talk to your feelings to your wife because, you know, you don't want her to think, she's a puss, you know, she don't want her to go, my husband's a pussy, you know what I mean? So, you, as a guy dealing with depression, you don't know where to fucking turn to, you know, and you don't want to turn to your friends and they'll think you're a pussy and shit like that. You know, so it's really hard to deal with, you know, especially with being a male. You know, female, it's a little easier, but I could see they get bullied a lot for it.
Dude, like, fucking, that's probably a reason that I have a lot of female friends. Like, you know, I could be hanging out, like, it's weird. It's really weird. You could see me hanging out with a group of girls, and no one will care that I'm a guy, you know?
Yeah. I mean,
it's one of those things that, like, it would be different, you know, so it might be different if it was someone else, but if it's me and there's, like, a group of girls, I don't even think twice of it. It's just, you know, it's people, you know?
Yeah. You know, and girls are more sensitive to feelings, you know, but, you know, you're a bunch of guys and you say, dude, I'm feeling kind of down. And then they're like, don't be a pussy about it. And it's like, okay, I can't talk to my feelings about you, you know, fucking asshole, you know. I mean, that's the way of society now. And, I mean, I don't want to...
That's the way society's always been. I mean, this G.I. Joe machismo kind of mentality.
But it has to be a middle ground, too. You don't want to be too G.I. Joe, and you don't want to be too Ken-esque man bun person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because have you heard about that now?
No.
They're making Ken dolls with the man bun now.
A man bun?
Yeah.
That's like Asian or something?
No, like a man bun. Like, you know how women put their hair in buns?
Yeah, no, I was thinking, like, it was like a samurai or something?
No, it's just the way it is now.
He just has a man bun. Like, okay. Like, I've actually seen people do man buns before they were, like, straight.
Yeah, but it's like, I don't know. It reminds me of one of those, like, you get the man bun and you're, what's up, man? How's it going, man? Dude. You know what I mean? Like the surfer mentality type deal.
Oh, yeah, I know that type.
Like, what's up, man? I dealt with a bunch of people like that. And I was like, dude, are you like a surfer? No.
I live around a lot of people like that. So there's this guy, and he's the guy who was next to my dad's boat, and so like he comes over occasionally, and he's like 21, just recently turned 21, and he's a self-admitted alcoholic. And anytime he comes over, he's always drunk, and he's always like slurring his words, and he has like a Texan accent. So he's like, he will say something, and you'll just be like, what the fuck did he just say? You know?
Okay, since you're a Texan, basically, do you believe that if a person comes and buys like a car, or buys a house, or buys something, they should get like a pistol?
No, I don't believe that. I believe that, that's fucking retarded. But no, like, I do believe though that in Texas, like, you should be able to own guns. Like,
dude, I saw.
That's one thing I love. That's one thing I fucking love about this country. This country, but I mean this state. I mean, hell, I mean this is big enough to be a country, to be fair. But one thing I do love about the state, though, is that, you know, the guns, like how obsessed with guns they are, and but it's not. But it's with some people, it's disrespectful, and then some people you'll find are really respectful about it. You know, like respect guns and they respect people and that kind of thing. You know,
dude, I saw this guy. He's like my hero, because it's been like, you know, you gotta conceal carry, you gotta conceal the weapon. And there's no, I mean, I wish it was like open carry. You could fucking, you know, like back in the old days, have it on your fucking hip, you know. But I was sitting there in town, just watching this guy ride his bike, and he turns, and he's got a big fucking pistol attached on the side. I'm like, fucking hey, that's what I'm talking about. And then, in our Walmart, I love our Walmart, because you can actually fucking walk in with the pistol attached to your hip, and no one will say shit to you. Like, no one will come to you and say you need to leave with the, you know, can't have a pistol on your hip. They won't say shit. They're cool with it. That's why I like our Walmart, because our Walmart's the shit.
But yeah, like here though, there are some fucking awesome like laws here. Like if you can shoot an intruder in the back if they're running away with your objects. Say that an intruder breaks into your house, steals some shit, and then they're running on the front porch or they're running away from your house. You have the right to shoot them even if they go out your property.
Ooh. I don't know.
It's like a few meters or something off the property or whatever.
Here it's a little different.
It's different in most places. Here it's just like fuck you, and you do have the right to shoot someone if they're unwarranted on your property. That's another thing.
But the thing is with here, it's becoming, I don't know. Like here, the way it is if you're gonna shoot somebody, you better kill them. Oh yeah. Because they will turn around and sue you. Because one of my aunts actually had a skylight built in her house. Mm-hmm. The burglar got on top, fell through the skylight. Okay, so now he's got glass in his legs. He's got broken legs. Sued her. Sued her because that happened to him. She did not touch him. You know, sued her and he won.
That is fucking...
He fucking won.
Fuck that.
You know, and they're like, well, you shouldn't have a skylight in. It's like, well, you shouldn't be breaking in my house. You know. It's fucking nuts. Also, you know, Miko, you are a good friend. You're awesome. And you know I love fucking with you, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you know how I love fucking with you about PT?
Ah, yes.
Oh, this time I ain't fucking with you.
Oh?
This time it's like, who's seen who's the bigger dick, and you take the dick out and flop it on the table.
Oh.
Not in a sexual way. I heard that.
Okay.
But let's put
I'm
this.
like, oh.
Let's put it this way. Mine's bigger because I had a conversation with Jeremy. The last name is Bluestein, I think. Bluestein. He is a game localizer of Snatcher, Metal Gear Solid, Silent Hill, Castlevania, and Pizza AB and Angelus or whatever. But you know, he knows what he's talking about games.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. We were talking about PT, and he asked me, why does everyone associate everything with, you know, PT? And I told him, well, people thought PT was Silent Hill because of what Hideo put on there, and from what it kind of looked like. Or no, it was, why does everyone associate Death Stranding with Silent Hill when it's not? And I said, well, because everybody associated it with PT because they thought it was Silent Hill, which really PT was Metal Gear Solid. You know, so guess what he fires back?
What?
You hit the nail right on the head.
I'll fucking kill myself.
So that kind of confirms it, because he said PT was never Silent Hill, was never even about Silent Hill.
We're never getting another Silent Hill game, guys. Let's just call it here. Let's just say that, you know, Downpour and Homecoming, those were the last entries in the Silent Hill thing, and Konami kind of just said fuck you with those last two games.
Wait.
I'm killing myself.
I have confirmation. It's been everywhere that they are actually, somebody asked them about Silent Hill. They're actually looking for someone to handle the IP. And
yeah,
make
that's
it
what
better.
you said last time.
Well, they're still looking.
Come on, man! I want my Silent Hill game.
Dude, I've been playing Replay 1, dude. I'm on playing 1 and pissing my pants. Fuck that noise, man.
So how far are you gotten into it? I haven't caught up on the Let's Play yet.
I've actually got done.
Oh, are you out of the school yet?
Yeah, the fucking lizard thing. I beat that finally.
Dude, what'd you think about that scene when the door opens and you see that fucking body?
Fuck that, dude. I was like, what the fuck?
Dude, that freaked me out the first time I played that. I was like, ooh! But it wasn't like freaked out, like I was screaming or something like that. I was just like, ooh, God, what the fuck?
Well, I called it for a while that when you're in the other world and you get up top to the roof, I'm like, there's gonna be a fucking boss fight. And like, of course there wasn't. I was like, okay, this is fucking weird. So, and then I saw where the only room left was the boiler room. I was like, fuck, there's the boss fight. I gotta go all the way down to the boiler room. So I go down there. And then when I saw that, I'm like, oh, I gotta fight this motherfucker. What's he gonna do? And he's on fire. I'm like, what the fuck? And then I saw the lizard thing. I'm like, oh, shit, no. So I'm running around the room going, oh, God, oh, God. So you see me fucking firing on him and not thinking about strategy. You know, he's got to open his mouth and you shoot him a couple times with a shotgun and he's dead. No, I wasted all my bullets on him. And I had nothing. I was like, fuck it, I'll use the pipe or something. Fucking no, I died. So I did it a couple times. I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna look up the strategy. I'm like, fuck. He opens his mouth, I'm gonna pop 2 shots and that's it. What the fuck? No. I hate it. It's a 1 instant kill. I hate that. You know, if you stand still long enough, he fucking gets you. It's an instant kill right off the bat. I fucking hate that. Scared the fuck out of me, dude. I was playing in the dark, okay? So, what the? Okay, the Jeremy guy I mentioned said Metal Gear Solid 6 confirmed. I don't know if he's just fucking. Oh, he's just fucking around. Andy Kaufman still alive, and the remaining Beatles are getting back together. Yeah, he's just fucking around. But yeah, fuck, man, that was kind of a brilliant mind fuck, if you ask me, because like You go in there and you see that fucking body, and it's like, oh, he's gonna come out and transform into something or whatever. But then he catches on fire. It's like, okay, now what? And then you see that big fucking lizard thing coming around the corner, and you're like, oh shit, should have kept my mouth shut.
Yeah, dude, I fucking love that game. Okay, I got a story though. I've been meaning to say this. This is a real life story, and this is kind of what I was saying. We were talking about some spooky experiences, the unknown and the supernatural and shit. So, I was on. It was last night. I was on my dad's boat. We were just sitting back, just chilling out and drinking, and just talking about different things and so there was a point where he's looking at his phone, and I'm just sitting there just like drinking like a soda or something. And so I lift it up to drink it, like I'm drinking. Yeah, I put it in my mouth. I'm drinking it, and then out of the corner of my eye, I see a black figure, and it was a full body black figure, and it's on the street right next to the boat where we were, and it ran and jumped. It was like jumping, and I looked over and it's gone. And I was like, yo, did you see anything? He's like, no. I was like, dude, I just fucking saw this fucking figure. There's a black figure and it was jumping. And he's like, no, I didn't see anything. Dude, that weirded me out. I was like, oh no.
Well, okay. Let me share mine. Well, I'm sharing a friend's experience. Okay, he went to we got this mini graveyard. You go up the road and go left, and you pull over, and it's on the top of a hill, and it's like a little mini graveyard. You have, normal graves, you have graves of babies up there, and it's just it's no bigger than a house, Well, he decides it's a good idea to go up there during the night at 3 o'clock in the morning, because that's when shit starts.
Yeah.
On fucking Halloween night.
No!
So, he goes up there and he sees shit, dude. He sees fucking shit rummaging around. And when you watch Signs, how when what's his name's watching that one video at that birthday party, and you see that fucking alien walk by.
Yeah.
Between the bushes. He said he saw a black figure do the exact same thing.
Oh.
Just fucking walking by like nothing. He's like, fuck this, I'm outie.
It's like, hey, you came to my house, fuck out.
But we went to another graveyard. It was just a regular graveyard that has a church. A little church. We went there, the fucking lights were going off and on, off and on, off and on. It was fucked up. We even went up there and looked in. There's nobody in there. And we could see the light switch going click, 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 click by itself.
No, it's moving.
It's moving. And I was like, fuck. So, at the time, my wife was my girlfriend, and then my friend, who was the one that went to that graveyard. And they went down, and I turned around slowly, went down. I got pushed. I got fucking pushed down the stairs. It was like a little stairs, but I caught myself, I was like, fuck, I got pushed, dude. And when you walk around, you hear footsteps behind you. You hear people talking. It's really fucked up. And
dude, fuck that.
I even got pictures. I took pictures, and then when you brighten the picture, there's fucking orbs everywhere. It looks like fucking Christmas, But I've had several experiences with paranormal shit. I'll tell one real quick because we're running out of time real fast.
Yeah.
But I'll share one.
Next week we'll talk about Rick and Morty, because I did want to talk about Rick and Morty. However, I don't think we have that much time.
Pickle Rick.
Pickle Rick.
Fucking love that. But there's just a bunch of.
I can add to that whole Rick and Morty topic. I got my dad into Rick and Morty.
Oh, you did?
He thinks it's hilarious.
Okay, well,
he's like a little bit more optimistic version of Rick.
My dad gets into it because I got him into Rick and Morty. But I got a special surprise one night. We were getting ready for bed, and it was on Cartoon Network, of course. Rick and Morty comes on, and it was just the characters. Like, you can see the characters. It's on mute. My son, who is 9, going to be 10 this year, points at the TV and goes, "Look, Dad, there's Rick and Morty." I looked at him, I go, "How in the hell do you know who Rick and Morty is?" Because I watch it and I go, "Where?" "At my mom's." "Does your mom know you watch it?" "Yeah." I go, "Do I need to talk to your mom?" "No." I go, "So your mom doesn't know, does she?" No. I was like, "Well, how the hell do you watch it?" Well, when she goes to bed, I get on my tablet. I'm like, "Oh my god."
Oh no!
I looked at him. I go,
I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't think that show would be good for a fucking kid that age.
It's like, not. It is fucking
it's
not.
It's so dark. It's so dark and nihilistic and
it's. What was it? What did I do? Oh, I turned it. I was like, "You're not watching it here." He got mad at me, of course. I'm like, "If you get caught," and I go, "This is what's going to happen. I know exactly what's going to happen, man." I go, "You're on your tablet, and your mom catches you watching Rick and Morty." I go, "She will take that tablet away or probably break it." I go, and you're not allowed to watch it no more. I go, "And if I let you watch it here, you'll tell your mom, 'Oh, I watch it over at Daddy's.'" I go,
yeah.
And then I get jumped. I was like, "So I'm preventing that part from happening." I go, "But you ought to not watch that because that is bad for you."
Wait till you're older.
I was like,
when you're older, then watch it because it's probably one of the best adult animated cartoons of all time.
Yeah. I told him, I was like, "Dude, if you were older, I would love to watch it with you." I go, "I'd like Rick and Morty. Don't get me wrong. I like it." I go, "But it's not for you right now. You know, when you're older, yes. Now, no. You know."
So I fucking love Rick and Morty, and it's one of those things though that there are a ton of topics they talk about in there. You know, depression, suicide, fucking genocide, nihilism. You know, divorce, sex, infidelity, murder, extreme amount of gore and violence.
And he must have watched the Pickle one, because I didn't pick up on it because I was sitting there playing Minecraft, you know, and there's like blocks in here or whatever. He was going to get that parkour. "I'm doing parkour, Daddy. Look, I'm getting that parkour." I'm like, "Okay."
Get that parkour.
I never watched the episode until like last week. I go, "Fuck, he's seen Pickle Rick." I was like, "Oh my god."
You're like, "No."
So I mean, I tried to test him. I was like, Can you finish the sentence?" He goes, "What?" And I go, "I'm Pickle." And he just kind of looks at me weird, and I'm like, you know, "Pickle Rick." And he just looks at me and goes, "Pickle what?" I go,
Never mind.
Never mind. And I go, "Get that parkour." And he just kind of looks at me weird. "What? You're not doing parkour." I go, "Okay." And then I'm like, well, maybe he didn't watch it. I don't know. It's just too weird. I'm hoping he didn't watch it. So
yeah, that would be fun because I love that episode. I love violence in cartoons. And it's probably one of my favorite things. Like, I love Adult Swim's Super Jail because it's just psychedelic violence.
And I can actually 3D print Pickle Rick.
Do it.
My cousin watched it and she wants me to 3D print it because she wants to put it on her desk, and she works at the railroad. You know, because like there was a picture of it on her computer, and her friend who works there goes, "What is that? Big green dildo?" She goes, "No, it's a pickle." She goes, "What? Pickle Rick?" She goes, "What the?" So she had to sit her down and let her watch the episode. She goes, "Oh," and she thought it was a big green dildo.
Big green dildo.
But getting back on topic, the last thing we're going to talk about is this experience. The experience I had was it was when I lived here by myself. My father was in Iraq, and I had a girlfriend at the time. She was bad news, okay, bad news, and I named her Psycho 1 for a reason. I don't remember her real name. All I remember is Psycho 1, because she was psycho. I mean, she would flip out on me a lot, and I didn't know it, but I guess I went to Easter Sunday. I wanted her to come with me. She didn't. My friend was there. I wanted him to come. He didn't. Came back. They were having sex in my house.
Fuck.
So, I mean, I didn't know it at the time. So, after that, there's just a lot of stuff that's been happening, and I went to bed in my... Okay, this sounds weird. I know it is, but I have a small bed. I had a twin-size bed at the time, and couldn't fit 2 people on there. So my dad said, you know, you guys can use this bed. He was fully okay with her being there. I was like, okay. So she was there, and we were in bed, and she goes, quit messing with my feet. My feet's over here. I'm not messing with you. She goes, yeah, you are. And I lift up my feet, and I said, they're over here. She goes, well, something's messing with my feet. I don't see nothing. I went back to sleep. She woke me up again, saying she's hearing people running up and down the hallway. Go in the hallway, there's nobody there. So I'm like, okay, I don't hear shit. You know. She goes, well, ever since one day I don't feel like I belong. So I get up, you know, going, hey, okay, let's do this. Whoever is in this room, spirit, whatever, if you don't like her, if you want to give her the sign that to get the fuck out, say it now. And let me tell you this. I had a nightstand. We got 2 nightstands on each side. And on her side was a purse on her nightstand. Always put it there. The purse, and I saw it with my own eyes, because it wasn't that dark in the room. The purse levitated up and flung across the room. Now,
shit, fuck that.
so we still slept there, but the next day she goes, I want to go to my friend's house. I'm like, okay, cool. So I took her to her friend's house to come back. You know, just waiting around. All of a sudden, something told me to get all of her shit. Get all of her shit, pack it in the car, and then take it to her. So, as I was pulling out, my friend ran over and said, John, I need to tell you something. So-and-so had sex with your girlfriend in your house when you went to Sunday. And I go, well, shit. He goes, yeah, she's bad news. He goes, then he goes, what's all the shit in the car? I go, dude, I love you. I love you, man. I go, thank you for telling me, because, you know, either way, she gone. He goes, what do you mean? I go, this is all of her shit that I gathered. And I packed it in her car. So then, after I knew that, I'm like, I knew exactly what I'm going to do now. I thought I was going to be nice and go over and go say, you need to get the stuff out of my car, please. We're done. No. I went out in the middle of the street, dumped all of her shit from my car, knocked on the door, and told her to go get her shit off of the road. So she was like crying, oh, why'd you do this to me? I was like, well, why'd you do this to me? Why'd you fuck my best friend in my house, bitch? And I left.
Oh!
So, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff like that, where I've seen black figures. I've seen my dog that's been passed on. I've saw his tail a couple of times. I mean, just a bunch of stuff. You hear a bunch of stuff.
When I was younger, I saw a cat full, like, walk through. It was like, it looked blue or whatever. Like, it looked like almost like a ghost or something. But it walked through the fucking, the door.
Shit.
Like, there were these 2, it was following my grandma. And when I asked her about it, she's like, "Oh, that's one of my cats. You know, it follows me around whenever I go or whatever." And yeah, no, I saw it multiple times that time she was there though. You know, like this fucking cat. You know.
Oh yeah.
She had a lot of people following her around. It was really interesting. One day, I just felt some kind of really just unpleasant, not unpleasant vibe, but I felt something really uncomfortable. So I was like, I know what it is. It's a fucking spirit. So I stood up and I got dressed because I wasn't wearing any clothes. And that's irrelevant to the story. But anyways, so I stood up, got dressed, walked into the other room where my grandma was, and I was like, is he with you? And then she looks over and she goes, she says someone's name, and then she's like, okay. She's like, he was just trying to find me, and I was like, he was in my room.
Shit.
And it was funny though. Apparently he was like a tall guy or whatever, like an older guy. He's tall, and I was like, hey, he was in my room. It felt like there was someone watching me. It felt like there was someone in the room, like right behind me, and I saw something. No, stood up, and I walked in there, and I was like, is they? You know, I was like, is he with you? And she's like, oh, I know him. And it was the funniest thing.
Damn. But before we go, I do have confirmation that the preacher will be back on next week. So yeah, we'll do like a horror part 2. So, because we're not done with the stories, because I know Nico's got more, and you know I got more.
Oh yeah, I got more, and I just randomly remember them. Yeah. You know, I'll just be like going through my name, like, oh, I remember that. I've seen a lot of shit.
Me, it's already, it's like burned in my memory. I can never forget it. Because it's like,
I was younger when it happened, so for some reason I forget everything that ever happened when I was younger. Like, I'll remember it briefly, but besides that, everything passed like fucking.
But I never.
I don't even know. I don't really, like, seriously. I'm trying to think of. Yeah, my memory's fucking god awful sometimes.
I've experienced all but full body apparition, like you see a fucking ghost. And all that.
No, I don't think anyone's actually experienced that. I think everyone's just experienced something like, you know, levitating shit or fucking something else, you know.
Yeah. So guys, thank you guys so much for coming back. Thank you, Nico, for coming back. We couldn't have the preacher on there to talk about what he's been up to and stuff like that. He's a horror buff too. So next week will probably be like a part 2 type deal.
I'll probably watch some horror movies, you know, just to get in the spirit or whatever, because
Halloween's just around the corner.
Totally. 2 months, man.
Alright. Thank you, Nico, for coming back on, and hey, I will see you guys next week.
Peace out, guys.
Woo.